The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) for Edo State don't give certificates of return to 3 House of Assembly members who win the supplementary elections which shall on the 15th of April 2023. Una go remember say INEC declared these 3 local government areas inconclusive, as that na why they run the supplementary elections for Edo, Oredo East and Ovia Southwest. The 3 House of Assembly members will win the supplementary election are Honorable Destiny Enabulele, Ovia Southwest, Honorable Natasha Osawaru, Ego, and Honorable Uyi Frank Omosigho, Oredo East. Before the presentation of certificates of return, the Edo State Resident Electoral Commissioner Obo Infanga come talk say election don't finish for Edo State and a supplementary election INEC do not be rerun, and say na certificate of return not be inauguration as some people dey talk. Obo Infanga Coste talk say in duty not be to count vote or to record vote or to announce result, as some people become meet am to announce results.
Our activities for the 2023 general elections. We had already done the elections, and 3 of the constituency seats were inconclusive, and we had to conduct supplementary elections. I need to stress these expressions very well because I saw a lot of mix-ups in use of terms, even by the media. What we did was a supplementary election, not a run-off or a rerun election. A supplementary election is an election conducted to conclude an election that was not concluded. And that's what we did. And like was reported, of the 24 seats in the Edo State House of Assembly, we had made a return for 21, and we had presented the certificates of return to them. With the conclusion of the remaining 3, returns were made, and we are here to make presentation of certificates of return to these persons. Let me also explain that the presentation of certificate of return is not an inauguration. So it's a mere administrative activity of INEC. We could have just invited the persons individually to hand the certificates to them or mail it to them any way that it gets to them. That's why we also had to reduce the number of people that needed to come here. I think some people had a misunderstanding that this was a big event, a celebration. Yes, for the members-elect, it's a big event, but it's an event you can go home and celebrate. You don't need to come here with your crowd of supporters and all those people there. So I thought I should mention that. I would also like to use this opportunity to stress what some people may have a mix-up about, and that includes my colleagues and friends in the media. I'm sure that the event of what happened in Adamawa State would also have helped us to understand the rules and responsibilities of a resident electoral commissioner. Let me stress, my duties as a resident electoral commissioner does not include counting votes, recording results of votes right from the polling units. It does not include doing so at the collation center, whether it is at the ward collation center or at the local government collation center or at the state collation center. It does not also include me announcing results of winners of the election. Why I say this is because when we had the first election and we had returns made for the National Assembly elections, some media people came to my office and said that they are waiting for me to announce the results. And I said, no, the results have already been announced in the respective constituency collation centers where results are announced. And yes, I have the list of what was declared, and so we have it in the office. And I was ready to give them a paper that showed who was declared winner where. And the journalist was asking, no, he wants me to pronounce it. I said, no, it's not my duty. So I think people need to know this, and members of the public also need to know this. Why I'm saying this is because wherever people found something they did not like or they thought there was an error somewhere in the chain of counting votes, of writing the results at the polling unit or collating at any of the levels, there was a tendency to say, to expect the reg to get into the arena to correct that. That is not my duty. So if there were legitimate cases where my attention was brought to. Like when we were going for the supplementary elections, there were a few cases where my attention was brought to of some errors in the collation or calculation. All I did was to mail it to the electoral operations department to take note of this. And when collation started, we notified the collation officers to take a look at that with a view to correcting it. All I need to do is get the declaration that has been signed and notify headquarters where the certificates of return are written in respect of each of the persons declared winner. And my duty after then is to receive the certificate of return and present it to the persons returned elected. So having said that, I welcome you again, and we'll proceed immediately to presenting the certificates of return to the members elect.
The Edo State INEC Head of Voter Education and Publicity, Timidi Wariowe, contact Obo Infaga for the clarification and come say as them get the results, they say them win the election, and with the certificate of return, then go swear them in.
If you write an exam and you passed, you've even seen your scores and you passed very well. Your name is on the master sheet, you've seen the scores. But if you have not gotten the result sheet, the result, you've not, your mind won't be at rest until you get the result sheet. That is what has happened. They have won the election and they've not gotten their certificates. Today, we are presenting the certificate to them. With this certificate, you will be sworn in, you will be inaugurated. With this certificate, you can travel anywhere. With this certificate, you can do anything.
The House of Assembly members elect will talk to TMC TV to repress contact say them they very happy and them they ready to serve.
As you see now, I'm elated. I'm very happy. You can see my elder brother, my leader is here. He's here with me, the LO of my local government. My wife is here, my mother is here, my elder brother is here, and the good people of Ovia Southwest constituency. All of us, we're here. Look back. All of us, they're here. So for me, Bill, I say now, I'm at the top of the world. I want to thank them. I want to appreciate them. I want to bless them. And I want to tell them, say, I will not go betray them. And I will not perform less. And I will make them proud. And all I need from them is their prayers. Let them pray for me. Because there's a very rich saying in my rich Benin language. It's a different thing entirely. You know, when you are roasting a goat and now time for sharing, it's a different thing entirely. So I want to appreciate them. All I ask is for their prayers and leave the rest. And I will let them know that I will represent them well in the Edo State House of Assembly. And make them put their Oza. If I find trouble come from state, make them come say yes, now we send them. The trouble I want to go find, not be to cause confusion for Edo State, but to fight the dividends of democracy go my constituency. That's not the trouble I want to go find for state.
Today I did very happy because we can collect our certificate, and I come with my family, people of Edo East, and my party PDP, and thank God, and I thank our party. I thank the commission for what they do. They try well for the supplementary election and the general election, and we hope say the elections to come they will improve on what they don't do. So we thank them very well. If not be them, for no succeed and God.
From TMC TV Radio Studio, A. Carter Ojeseli, TMC TV News.